long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Stellig Law Firm of Grand Island is committed to assisting clients throughout Nebraska. Stellig Law Firm is a full-service law firm and specializes in estate planning, probate, and personal injury. Stellig Law Firm takes the time to listen and understand each client's personal needs. To schedule your individual appointment, call 308-675-4035. Stellig Law Firm is located at 724 West Koenig Street in Grand Island. A call today will secure your tomorrow.
Hastings College basketball is on the air. And this is the Tip-Off Show. Brought to you by Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration. Now, here is the voice of the Broncos, Mike Will.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Garvey Center. We're in Wichita, Kansas here this afternoon, the second round of the NAIA Women's Basketball National Championship as Hastings College gets ready to take on the Jaguars out of Texas A&M San Antonio here this afternoon. Hastings coming in a record of 23 wins, 8 losses on the season. They opened up the tourney yesterday with a convincing 104-75 win over Friends University. Meanwhile, Texas A&M San Antonio, they knocked off the third-seeded team here in the Kramer Quadrant, Corbin of Oregon, by the score of 94-82. So Hastings and Texas A&M San Antonio playing here this afternoon. The winner moves on to the final site up in Sioux City, and the winner will play next Thursday night in Sioux City against the winner of the game today between St. Francis of Indiana and the College of Idaho. But first things first, and that's locking up a win here this afternoon against Texas A&M San Antonio. This is a team that's relatively new. They just launched intercollegiate sports back in 2020, and they added men's and women's basketball in 2024. So a very young team as far as competing at the NAIA level. And they picked up their first national tournament win yesterday with that victory over Corbin of Oregon, 94-82. Had a chance to sit down with Hastings head coach Jana Douglas as we get ready to go today. Hastings and Texas A&M San Antonio on Extreme Sports. Spent a couple of minutes with Hastings head coach Jana Douglas, and coach one of 3 teams left in the Great Plains Athletic Conference playing today. It's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it does, and it ended up being the top 3 teams in the GPAC, and kind of surprised at maybe 1 or 2 of those games, but just happy to be playing again and happy to get a win yesterday. And it's just that time of year. You win or you go home, and we're hoping to win another one to get to Sioux City.
We lose by 2 to Friends back in November. We win by 29 yesterday. What was the difference?
Obviously I think we played a lot better yesterday, and I think our pressure bothered them more. The first time we played them was double overtime game, and they had 22 turnovers, but, yesterday I think they had 30, and I think it just wore them out. I know it's late in the year. When we played them in November, very early, so your legs aren't as tired as what they are right now, but, even in the first half, I thought they looked really tired and kind of worn out and didn't really want to deal with their pressure very much. So I think that was the biggest difference, and yesterday we didn't shoot it great to start the game. You could tell we were nervous, which is normal and to expected, and probably good that we're nervous in these type of situations. And once we settled in offensively, kind of built that lead, and then kept building it as the game went on.
We talked about our depth all season long, and now here at the end of the year, I think that's really come to fruition. It's really a big advantage for us.
Yeah, for sure. I think just in general, just being able to play that many players that you feel comfortable with and go in and do a good job. And I thought yesterday our bench was great. Kate Bargan, I thought, came in and did a really good job. And Kate's not one to score double digits every day, but she knew exactly what we're doing defensively. She did a good job rebounding for us. Obviously, Addie came off the bench and missed her first 3, and it didn't look great. And then all of a sudden she just went crazy in the third quarter. And, with Ann's injury, we're still bringing her off the bench, but that also brings a lot of firepower off the bench as well. So I think it's just a big help in general, but then late in the year especially, legs just get tired. It's just a long season, and no matter what you do to try to to save your legs, to protect yourself. It's just going to happen, and I think that, the more kids we can play this time of year, I think it's going to be beneficial for us.
Like I said, got off to a slow start. We missed our first 9 shots of the game, but once we got one to go down, it looked like we were up and rolling.
Yeah, we finally got one to drop, and then we got into our press and turned them over and got some easy buckets that way, and it just kind of snowballed from there. And like I said, you could tell we were nervous, which I honestly appreciate. And I'd rather have us be nervous in this type of game than have a nonchalant attitude about it. So, but like you said, once we kind of got those first couple to fall, really settled in offensively and looked a lot better.
Instead of chasing a 15 or 16 mark for 3-pointers yesterday, it's kind of a norm now that we hit about 15 3-pointers in a game, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times we've gotten to that 14, 15, 16, 17 mark. It makes the game seem a lot easier when you can get to that double-digit threes, and then, the challenge is, okay, can you do it 2 nights in a row? And if you don't, how else can you create offense? And sometimes I think that's where a press can help us a little bit, and if we can turn teams over, at least create some easy buckets that way. So we all know if the ball goes in the hoop, you're feeling pretty good about yourself, and you think that you look pretty dang good. And so hopefully we can just knock some down today again and kind of keep it rolling that way.
Usually a coach is nervous about going back-to-back. What about that today?
Yeah, I mean, there's some there. We've only done it, once this year, and we had to do it last year a couple times. The good thing about it is almost every style that we could probably see, we've seen in the GPAC, honestly, in terms of pressing, not pressing, zoning, manning, and so we're going to see a San Antonio team today that kind of is a combination, in our opinion, of a little bit of a Concordia, a little bit of Morningside in terms of their pressure, their zone look, how they move in their zone. And so, not saying it's not a lot of prep, because it is, because you just face a brand new team and brand new players where you don't know their tendencies as well. But I think it helps to say, okay, this is what we've done against this type of team before. We're going to try to do this again. And I think it helps our players just feel a little bit more comfortable out there.
Does this Texas A&M San Antonio team remind you of anybody in the GPAC?
Both of those teams, Concordia and Morningside, just their style. They kind of switch things up, but they go from a 2-2-1 press into a 2-3 zone. Sometimes they're ultra aggressive like Concordia, where they'll get up and pressure you, and if they turn you over a couple times, they're going to really get into it. Sometimes it's a little bit more laid back, a little bit more matched up, like more of what a Morningside does. And so that's why it's kind of a combination of what we've seen. And like I said, hopefully we went through film, we went through the shoot around today. Hopefully our players can be like, okay, this is what we did against those two teams, and try to emulate that today.
Had 3 players yesterday score right at about 20 points per game. It wasn't their leading scorer for the year. She wasn't one of the 3, so they obviously have a lot of firepower offensively.
Yeah, they do, and they in some regards a little bit like Concordia offensively, in the fact that if they think they have a matchup that they are going to take advantage of, they're going to ISO that player. And so they do some 4-out-1 in motion, but a lot of it, their sets are a lot of ISO sets. And so we just have to know what our scout is, what our rules are defensively, make sure that our help's really, really good. I think as the year's gone on, our help defense has gotten so much better, and it needs to be really good again today then.
It looks like they're a great 3-point shooting team to this game, and it's probably going to be from the inside out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and they're athletic. They can get to the rim, and sometimes their pressure turns people over, and so they can get some easy buckets that way as well. They shot it well yesterday, so yeah, our players saw that, so they know that they're more than capable of shooting it from the three-point line. But, looking at stats and normal box scores, it's much more kind of layups and free throws for them, and then they have a few players that can shoot it from the perimeter. So we'll kind of see how the game goes today, what we're doing defensively, but we're going to do our normal stuff to start, and if we need to adjust, we can adjust.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to see this team live yesterday. That was probably a little bit of an advantage for us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And honestly, I think for us to play the second game was kind of an advantage as well, because you just saw a national tournament team or game being played with loud fans. And so our players kind of got into that mindset of, okay, it's here. We got to go. We got to be ready, and we have to play well. And so I think that helped us. But then we also kind of know what to expect today from San Antonio and their fans, and kind of what style they play. And hopefully that will be a benefit to us.
How do we win this thing today?
Well, I'm going to be a broken record. It's going to be a possession battle. We have to get more possessions than them. We'll see. We haven't seen their press break against our type of pressure yet, so we'll kind of see what they do press break wise, and then we have to handle their pressure. We can't turn it over as many times as they do, or we at least have to win the rebounding battle. We have to win one of those two things, keep our composure on the offensive end, try to get some easy shots, easy buckets early, and kind of get us rolling that way.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Gina Douglas, head coach for Hastings College. We'll have more after this. You're listening to Bronco Basketball.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
All right, Mike Will back here at the Garvey Center in Wichita, getting set for the NAIA Women's Basketball National Tournament. Second round game today. Hastings taking on Texas A&M San Antonio this afternoon. Hastings picking up a win yesterday over Friends, one of three teams to win from the Great Plains Athletic Conference in the tournament in the opening round. Hastings winning over the Falcons yesterday, 104-75. Dordt also picked up a win. The Defenders beat Simpson out of California, 120-47. And it was Dakota Wesleyan winning over St. Francis of Illinois, 83-55. So the matchups today in the second round. Hastings playing here against Texas A&M San Antonio in Wichita. 3 o'clock this afternoon, Dordt will take on Rocky Mountain over in Sioux Center. And Dakota Wesleyan will be in Mitchell today to play the College of the Ozarks. A good matchup beginning at 3 this afternoon. The other three teams that were involved in the national tournament from the conference all came up short yesterday. College of Idaho beat Briar Cliff 71-63. Tennessee Southern over Northwestern 82-79. And Bethel of Kansas beat Concordia yesterday 78-76. On the men's side, Northwestern beat Taylor of Indiana 100-63 yesterday. So Northwestern will play the College of Idaho at 7 o'clock tonight in Orange City. The only other men's team that was in the national tournament was Morningside. And Morningside lost to Texas Wesleyan yesterday by the score of 83-71. The Nebraska men's basketball team, they lost last night to Purdue 74-58 in the quarterfinals of the Big Ten tournament in Chicago. So the Huskers will wait for the NCAA tournament to begin next Thursday. Purdue will play UCLA in the semifinals later on today. The Boise State High School basketball tournament is going on in Lincoln. This is a championship Saturday. 2 champions have been crowned so far. Archangels Catholic winning in Class D2. They beat Elgin Pope John by the score of 50-30 today in the finals. And Ashland Greenwood repeats in Class C1. Ashland Greenwood beat Douglas County West today by the score of 42-39. Sneaking up on the tip-off is Hastings and Texas A&M San Antonio here this afternoon. That's the tip-off show. The game coming up next on Extreme Sports.
You've been listening to The Tip-Off Show, brought to you by Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration. Stay tuned. Hastings College Play-by-Play is up next on your exclusive home for Bronco Sports, Extreme Sports.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed.
Brandon is super pumped about Runza,
Runza is so sweet.
especially all their desserts.
Oh, those are the sweetest.
Chocolate, vanilla, and twist ice cream cones, 4 flavors of shakes, chocolate chip cookies, and ice cream sandwiches.
literally sweet.
Aw, I love your enthusiasm.
Well, I love Runza.
So sweet of you. Come satisfy your sweet tooth. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Hastings College Basketball is brought to you by 5 Points Bank, the better bank. By High Street Insurance Partners, looking out for you. By Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. By Mammoth Sports Construction, do something big. By Mary Lanning Healthcare, your care, our inspiration. By Pepsi, delicious, refreshing Pepsi. And by the Runza Restaurants, homemade, fresh. Hastings College Basketball is also brought to you in part by Bob Sass Flowers, Family Medical Center, Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, 2nd Street Slammer, by the Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center, by B&B Cleaning, and by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, the playing of the national anthem. Welcome back to the Garvey Center in Wichita, Kansas today. The Women's NAIA National Championship second round game. Hastings taking on the Jaguars out of Texas A&M San Antonio. A&M, they're coming in as the number 14 seed here in the Kramer quadrant. Again, they knocked off the number 3 seed yesterday, Corbin of Oregon, 94-82. Hastings coming in as the number 11 seed. We beat the 6-seeded Friends Falcons yesterday by the score of 104-75. We'll get you the starting lineups in the ball game today, brought to you by B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings, your trusted cleaning experts for homes and businesses. For Texas A&M San Antonio, Amaya Lewis, a 5'11" junior out of Houston, will get to start. Lewis is averaging 9.6 points per ball game. Jade Turner is a 6-foot junior out of Houston, averaging 5.3. Tamaya Whiteman is a 5'7" sophomore. She is averaging 7.8. Evelyn Lorenzo is a 5'4" senior. Lorenzo is averaging 13 points per ball game. The other starter is Haley Brandon, a 5'8" junior from Hastings St. Cecilia. Bailey is averaging 13.4 points per game. Mariah Avila, the 5'5" senior out of Scotts Bluff. Avila averaging 11 points per game. McKenna Yates is a 5'8" sophomore out of McCool Junction. Yates is averaging 13.1 points per game. Her former team, McCool Junction, I see, going to be playing for the Class D1 Boise High School Basketball Championship later on today in Lincoln. The other starter is going to be Macy Bryant, the 5'11" senior out of Fremont. Bryant averaging 9 points per ball game, 3.9 rebounds per game. Hastings shot the ball extremely well in the contest yesterday. Broncos hitting 15 three-pointers, hit 44% from the field. Addison Benary came off the bench in the second half, scored 19 points for her. She had 5 three-pointers. Macy Bryant also huge in the ball game yesterday. Bryant stumped away from the basket, hit 4 three-pointers. She finished with 16 points. Hastings in their white unis here today. Texas A&M, San Antonio going to be dressed in their crimson. Hastings shooting to our basket to our right. And we are underway from the Garvey Center in Wichita. Ball is in the air and the tap is controlled by A&M. Hastings, obviously the first meeting ever between these two schools. So Hastings is going to have to try to feel out A&M and see what they want to do in this ball game here today. There's Lewis with the ball. Lewis dribbles down in the corner on the left side, brings it up on the wing. That's Brandon, takes it out on the low block on the left side, feeds it inside down to Turner. Turner over on the wing. On the right side, that's Lorenzo taking the ball into the paint. Over here on the wing, there's a shot taken. No good by Brandon. Offensive rebound. Foul shot's going to be blocked down. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Hastings' ball. Lorenzo got the ball on the offensive board. Came up with the reverse layup underneath the hole and was blocked away. Hastings gets the ball as it was out of bounds. And now A&M will apply some pressure. Hastings breaks it easily. Avila gets it over there to Miller. Her short jumper is up there and in. Jocelyn Miller scores. They break the pressure easily that time. Here's a pass that's going to be deflected away. Hastings gets the turnover. And the Broncos shot in the lane by Miller is good. Jocelyn Miller with the first 2 field goals in the ballgame. Hastings forced 30 turnovers in the ballgame yesterday against Friends. We get one here early. Hastings out to an early 4-0 lead here in this ballgame. There's a shot from the deep left corner. It's going to be no good there by Lewis. Rebound to Hastings. Yates, long pass down the floor. A shot by Kissinger, no good. The ball tapped around. It's picked up here by A&M. Coming back the other way, Haley Brandon drives the ball in the hole. Her shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Mariah Avila. Hastings out on top. This is going to be an up-and-down ball game here today. Here's Bailey Kissinger driving the ball in the hole. Her shot's going to be no good. Rims off with it. The rebound comes out here to Jade Turner. Turner's going to give the ball away. Down to Evelyn Lorenzo. Lorenzo brings it across the midcourt stripe. 4-0 is the score. Hastings has got the lead. There's a pass in the lane. That shot's going to be no good from point-blank range. Tip try, no good. Rebound Miller for Hastings. Jocelyn Miller runs her back the other way. Miller gets it over in the far sideline now. The ball's going to be tapped out of bounds, trying to get it to Avila. It was tipped out of bounds. Hastings will play things in. 8:04 to play first quarter. Hastings out on top of A&M. The score 4-0. Here's Yates with the ball. Around the screen. Yates moves her down in the corner. Feeds it inside. A shot is up there by Bryant. No good. Rebound comes down to Lewis. Lewis has got it for A&M. Running back the other way. Here's Emily Lorenzo with the ball. She settles over on the wing on the right side. Cross-court pass comes over here to Whitemore. Shot is up there and in. Or Whiteman. Tamaya Whiteman hits a three-pointer to get to Texas A&M on the scoreboard. 4-3 is the score. Now the Jags will apply pressure in backcourt. Hastings breaks it easily with a pass down the near sideline. That goes to Kissinger. Down in the corner for 3. Shot good. Mariah Avila hits a three-pointer from the deep right corner. And Hastings is out on top by a score of 7-3 here in the first quarter. Pressure, turnover on A&M. And then Hastings loses the ball right back to A&M. Long pass down the floor and shot is up and in. Jade Turner scores for A&M. It's now a 7-5 ball game at the other end. Here's Miller. Her shot is up there and in. Jocelyn Miller with 3 field goals here in the first quarter. There's a long pass down the floor. It's going to be tipped away, but turnover on A&M. And then Hastings loses the ball right back to A&M. Long pass down the floor and shot is up and in. Jade Turner scores for A&M. It's now a 7-5 ball game at the other end. Here's Miller. Her shot is up there and in. Jocelyn Miller with 3 field goals here in the first quarter. There's a long pass down the floor. It's going to be tipped away, but picked up here. That's Lorenzo with the ball. Back outside, that's going to be Lewis driving the ball down the lane. Her pass can be deflected out of bounds. Coming into the ball game now for A&M is going to be Kiara Sanderlin. Sanderlin came off of the bench yesterday and scored 20 points in the ball game against Corbin. So Sanderlin is in the ball game. She'll inbound the ball. Baseline left side. She gets it into Lorenzo. Now to Sanderlin driving the ball to the hole. Her shot hangs on the rim. It falls off of the left side. No good. Rebound comes down to Miller of Hastings. Jocelyn Miller down the right sideline. Hastings with the early 9-5 lead here in this game. There's Yates with the ball down to Mariah Avila. Bounce pass here goes to Macy Bryant down there on the baseline. The shot is up there by Kissinger. The shot's going to be no good. We got personal foul called. Foul here is going to go on Jade Turner. That's going to be her first. Going to the free throw line. Going to the free throw line is going to be Bailey Kissinger. Kissinger, a 75% foul shooter yesterday, or 75% foul shooter in the season. Her shot is up there, no good. Hastings hit 15 out of 17 free throws yesterday. They missed their first one here. Broncos with the 11-5 lead here in this ball game. Here's another turnover, a steal here by Yates. Outraces the defense at the other end. Her driving layup is going to be no good. The ball tapped to the corner. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be A&M ball. There's the ball game now for Hastings. Will be Ann Bowes. Ann Bowes is going to come into the ball game. The Broncos sending Bowes in there. She scored 12 points in the ball game yesterday. So instead of 5 in, 5 out like we normally see, Bowes comes in there singly for Hastings in addition to Gentry Marks, who's into the ball game now. There's a shot from long range. Good. Three-pointer put up there by Anea Lewis for 3. And it's now an 11-8 ball game. There's a shot going to be blocked out of bounds as Marks tried to take the shot, blocked out of bounds. So 11-8 to score early. And this one, 5:53 to play. Second round of the NAIA National Tournament today here on Extreme Sports. Marks with a shot in the lane, good. Gentry Marks off of the inbound, scores right in front of the bucket there. 13-8 is the score. Here comes A&M back the other way. A shot off the short left baseline is going to be no good. Offensive rebound, Turner. Foul shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Too hard. Rebound comes down to Monerick. Monerick came off of the bench yesterday and scored 19 in the second half for Hastings, including 5 3-pointers. There's Bowes. Her shot is up there. It circles around and down through the hole it goes. Hastings out to a 15-8 lead. And we got a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor here with 5:26 to play in the first quarter. The Broncos off to another great start. Hastings 15 and Texas A&M San Antonio 8. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there is no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 to 2, where you will find an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes to sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It is all you can eat and all you could ever want. Make your Sundays special with the brunch buffet at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park. It is the perfect way to unwind and savor the flavors of the weekend.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Hastings with the early lead, 15-8. Texas A&M will inbound the ball against Bronco pressure. Here's Lewis getting it into the offensive zone. They'll set up now against the Bronco man-to-man defense. Evelyn Lorenzo with the ball on the wing. Driving it is going to be a Sanderlin. Her shot is up there, no good. Another offensive board here. Jada Turner gets the ball to a Whiteman down on the baseline. Her short jumper is up there, no good. Rebound comes down to Hastings. That's Yates with the ball. Yates to the near side to Miller. Pulls inside the three-point arc to a Gentry Marks outside to Yates for 3. She hits one. Kenny Yates hits a three-pointer for the Broncos. And Hastings is out to an early 10-point lead in this one. 18-8 is the score. There's a shot from the deep left corner. It's going to be no good. Another offensive rebound by Turner. Now to Sanderlin. Her shot on the wing. Good. Kiara Sanderlin hits one for Texas A&M. And it's now a 18-10 ball game. Hastings has got the lead. Broncos come back with the ball. There's a Jocelyn Miller, throws it out here, and it's going to be into the backcourt, and an over and back violation whistled on the Broncos. Hastings leading with 4:23 to play. Again, the winner of this game will advance to the final site up in Sioux City, and it would be a Thursday night game next week at 8 p.m. against the winner of the game going on in Fort Wayne today between St. Francis of Indiana and the College of Idaho. Here's Jada Turner with the ball. She's going to throw it to the near side. The ball's going to be picked off. That's turnover number 4 in the ball game already for A&M. Hastings with the ball on their offensive end. McKenny Yates has got the ball. Yates to the free throw line, stops there. Gets it out here to Marks for 3. Her shot good. Jeffrey Marks banks home a three-pointer. Marks has got 5 points here early, and Hastings out to a 21-10 lead in the ball game. And now we got a injured player back here for A&M. This is going to be Nia Lewis. Looks like she is down grabbing her left ankle back there. Back in the defensive zone. We got a medical timeout here, an injury timeout as they tend to her with 3 minutes and 51 seconds to play. Lewis had 19 points in the ball game yesterday for A&M in the ball game against Corbin. He's got a three-pointer for 3 points here in this one. A girl that's averaging 9.6 on the season. So we got an injury timeout. We'll take a break. 3:51 to play first quarter. Hastings 21, Texas A&M 10 on Extreme Sports.
Nicole is having her favorite Runza salad.
The something ranch salad.
It's the chicken bacon ranch salad.
But you can put whatever else you want around it. I'm here for the ranch.
I'm with you. Runza's homemade ranch is perfect. It's so good. A classic.
It's literally the only reason I like salad.
Great point. Come get a salad with your ranch. Try Runza's chicken bacon ranch salad today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
All right, they get Lewis off of the floor. Here's Sanderlin driving underneath the hole here. Reverse layup is going to be blocked down, and we got a jump ball in the lane. We're going to have all right, they're going to give the ball to Texas A&M San Antonio. Baseline right side underneath their own basket to give them the fresh 20. Lewis is off, and Emily Karanko comes into the ball game now for Texas A&M San Antonio. Hastings with the early 11-point lead here, second round of the NAIA National Tournament in Wichita. Here's Emily Lorenzo trying to take the ball in the hole, and she's going to be fouled into play here by the Broncos. The foul is going to go on Bailey Kissinger. Bailey picks up her first foul. That's going to be the first team foul on Hastings. 3:36 to play first quarter. 21-10. Hastings has got the lead. Emily Lorenzo will inbound the ball here. She's trying to inbound the ball, and a 5-second violation is called. Lorenzo unable to inbound the basketball, and a 5-second violation called on her. Turnover number 5 in the ball game now for A&M. Hastings will come back with the ball. There's a Caitlin Bargan who's into the ball game now. Her pass is tipped, but Bargan grabs her back to a Kissinger. Down to Mariah Avila into the forecourt. Down in the corner, there's a Macy Bryant for 3. Shot good. Macy Bryant hits the three-pointer from the deep right corner. Hastings 24-10 now over A&M. There's another pass that's going to be intercepted underneath the hole. Turnover number 6. Hastings back with the ball. Bailey Kissinger drives into the hole. Her shot is up there, no good. Rebound picked up on the hop here by Zadina Stovall, who's into the ball game now. Driving, shooting, and missing the shot there is going to be Sanderlin. Hastings with a rebound. Broncos come back with the ball back in their offensive zone. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Here's Macy Bryant for 3. Her shot is going to be no good. Rebounded there by Hastings. Bargan has got it. Bargan down to the right side. His shot is up there by Estella Heapy. It's going to be no good. It goes out of bounds. It's last touched here by A&M. Hastings will inbound the ball baseline right side underneath their own basket. Bryant has got it. Bryant now to Avila. Avila dribbling, takes the ball down the lane, and the ball's going to be tipped out of her hands, out of bounds, and Hastings will play things in. You're listening to Hastings College basketball today on Extreme Sports from Wichita, the NAIA National Tournament second round today. There's the ball. It's going to be inbounded, and it's going to be intercepted by Emily Lorenzo. She drives, shoots, and scores. Evelyn Lorenzo gets the interception and the field goal on the other end. That's the third turnover on Hastings. 24-12 is the score. Hastings has got the ball. Shelly Heapy has got it. Heapy out here to bargain. Out between the rings, that's Kissinger. Kissinger down to Avila, directing a little trapping out here. Avila drives the ball down the right side of the lane. She slips down, gets the ball to Kissinger to the rack. Her shot is up there, no good. Down for the rebound. Jump ball is going to be called. Arrow pointing in favor of Hastings. So the Broncos will get the ball underneath their own basket here with 1:59 remaining here in the first quarter. Now the officials will discuss things to see where we're going to set the shot clock here. We'll keep it at 20 seconds. Hastings will inbound the ball. Bailey Kissinger will inbound it here for Hastings. Kissinger looking, finally comes way out on top. Heapy for three. Her shot off of the back iron, no good. Kissinger grabs the rebound down in the corner, but she was out of bounds. And Texas A&M San Antonio will come back the other way. Yeah, this school, relatively new. They launched intercollegiate sports in 2020. They added men's and women's basketball in 2024, and they picked up their first national tournament win yesterday with that victory over Corbin. There's a shot taken there. It's going to be no good. Haley Brandon misses from inside the free throw circle. Hastings back the other way. There's a Bryant with the ball, feeds it inside. The ball's going to be poked away there from Bargan. Turnover number 5 in the ball game for Hastings. Here comes A&M. Back in their offensive zone. Brandon has got the ball. Gets it on the high post there to Lewis, trying to back down the lane. Lewis has a slap loose down in the corner. Now to Sanderlin. Her shot hits the side of the glass, but a foul is going to be called. It's going to go on Hastings. It's going to go on Mariah Avila. Avila picks up her first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Broncos. Here comes Marks back in. Here comes Ann Bowes in. Addison Benary coming into the ball game now for Hastings. Jocelyn Miller back on the floor. There's a free throw coming up here, and a shot is up there and in by Kiera Sanderlin. Sanderlin, a 74% foul shooter on the season. She had 8 out of 9 free throws yesterday. Texas A&M shot a bunch of free throws in that ball game against Corbin. They hit 33 out of 36 free throws in that opening round game. 24-14. Here's Miller. Her shot is up there and in. Jocelyn Miller with 4 field goals here in the first quarter. She's got 8 points. She had only 3 in the ball game yesterday against Friends. Hastings out on top now, 26-14 here. There's a Sanderlin with the ball. Dribbling out here in the three-point territory against Miller. Sanderlin from the elbow. Her shot is up there short. No good. Ball tapped out. Picked up by Gentry Marks. Marks gets it down to Yates. Long pass down the floor to Benaric. Out here to Yates now. Yates dribbling ball to the free throw line. Stops there. Goes to Miller on the baseline. Jocelyn down to McKenna Yates. Yates down in the corner to Miller. Miller drives it, puts it up off of the window. Her shot no good. Rebound brought down here by Emily Caranco for Texas A&M. San Antonio brings it into the offensive end. Hands it away to Evelyn Lorenzo. 18 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hastings out on top by a score of 26-14. Evelyn Lorenzo with the ball. She drives it to the free throw line. Dribbles behind her back. Kicks it out here. 4-3. The shot is up there and in. Emily Caranco hits a three-pointer. Here comes Hastings back the other way.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and Owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volunteer Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
All right, Hastings to the lead, 26-17 to begin this second quarter of play here from Wichita. A&M has got the ball to begin the second period. Karanko has got it down here on the baseline. Shot from 12 feet away. It's going to be no good. Rebound Yates for Hastings. McKenna Yates with the ball, right-handed dribble. Here's Ann Bowes with it now. Right side of the lane. Bowes is going to drive it to the basket. Her shot is up there. No good. Contact made. Offensive foul called on Ann Bowes. Hastings in the first quarter hit 11 out of 22 shots, 50%. 4 out of 7 on three-pointers, 57%. We were 0 out of 1 from the free throw line. A&M hit only 27% of their shots, 6 out of 22. They were 3 out of 5 on three-pointers for 60%, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Driving the ball to the basket there, shooting and scoring is going to be Kiara Sanderlin. Sanderlin gets her second field goal of the ball game. And all of a sudden, it's a 26-19 game. Hastings with a 7-point lead. Broncos out of the ball. Gentry Marks has got it. Now to a Jocelyn Miller. The ball poked away. Miller has got the ball dribbling right side of the lane. Gets it out here to Bowes. Fakes the three. Now takes the tray. Her shot good. And Bowes hits a three-pointer. She got 5 points in the ball game. She scored 12 yesterday. Hastings leading again by 10. 29-19. Sanderlin in the lane. Off of the back iron. No good. She gets her own rebound. Sanderlin outside the three-point arc now to Haley Brandon. Brandon takes it on the high post. Jada Turner down the lane. She falls down. And a foul is going to be called here on Hastings. Foul is going to go on Gentry Marks. That's going to be her first. Here comes the line change now for the Broncos. At the 8:43 mark of the second quarter, Hastings leading by a score of 29-19. Winner plays at the final site up at the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City beginning next Thursday. Winner plays at 8 o'clock next Thursday against the winner of the Fort Wayne little pod between St. Francis of Indiana and the College of Idaho. Here's Jada Turner to the free throw line. Shot is up there and in. Jada Turner is 73% foul shooter in the season. She was 2 out of 2 yesterday. She hits her first one here. Second one is up there. That one is good. A couple of free throws, and A&M is back to within 8 points here. 29-21. Hastings with the lead. Kissinger with the ball. Kissinger down to Mariah Avila. Avila gets away from Sanderlin, takes it into the paint. Kicks her back out here to Stella Heapy. Thought about the three, pass it up. Down to Avila for three. There's an air ball. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be A&M basketball. So Mariah Avila throws up a air ball from the top of the key. A&M will come back the other direction here. Broncos pressuring here in backcourt. So far, the Jags have done a much better job than Friends did yesterday against the Bronco pressure. Evelyn Lorenzo has got the ball. Lorenzo takes it over to Brandon. Now to the near side, that's Karanko. Her shot for three is going to be an air ball. It goes out of bounds, and Hastings will come back the other way. Broncos forced 30 turnovers in the ball game yesterday against Friends. Texas A&M San Antonio had just 6 turnovers in the first quarter. Here's Heapy from the corner for three. That one hits the side of the glass. Rebound comes down to Avila from the elbow. Her shot no good, and the rebound comes down to Karanko for Texas A&M. Down the near side, that's a Sanderlin taking the ball into the paint. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Rebound, Avila for Hastings. Ryan Avila, right-handed dribble across the mid-court stripe. Now to Bryant for three. Shot is up there. It's no good. All of a sudden, the Broncos can't find the hole here. Here's a Sanderlin down the right sideline in front of the Bronco bench. Sanderlin has got it. 7.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 29-21. Hastings with the 8-point lead. Lorenzo with the ball. Drives it down the right side of the lane. Her shot is up there. No good. Avila grabs the rebound. Mariah Avila races back the other way. Avila gets the ball to Kissinger. Throws it out here to Stella Heapy on the left side. Heapy, two-handed pass to Avila. To Bryant. Now to Mariah Avila driving down the lane, and she's fouled in the play. She is knocked down, goes tumbling underneath the basket, and a foul is going to be called here on Kiara Sanderlin for Texas A&M San Antonio. That's going to be her first foul. Here comes Ann Bowes back into the ball game for the Broncos. Hastings is going to have some free throws here. Mariah Avila will go to the free throw line.
Mariah Avila at the line. She'll be shooting 2.
So Avila, 77% foul shooter this season. Got 3 points so far today. She was 2 for 2 from the free throw line yesterday. Her shot is up there. It's going to be good. Mariah Avila will have one more. Broncos now with a 9-point lead, 30-21. Next shot is up there, good by Mariah. And Hastings back out to a 10-point lead, 31-21. Here come the Jags back the other way, and they mishandle the ball out of bounds, trying to get the ball to Anaya Lewis. Doing it too far. That's his 7th turnover of the ball game now in Texas A&M San Antonio. Hastings will inbound the ball. Here's a Bailey Kissinger. Bailey gets it here to Bowes. Bowes down the near side. They get it here to Bargan. Dumps it down low to Bryant. He's hammered. Oh, the ball is out of bounds. Looked like Macy was hammered underneath the basket, and then to give the ball to Texas A&M San Antonio. They'll inbound the ball. Into the forecourt here for the Jags. Hastings with the early 10-point lead here in this one. There's a Lewis with the ball. She's going to drive it against Bargan. Takes it down to the baseline. Traveling violation is called. Traveling violation on Texas A&M San Antonio. That's going to be their 8th turnover of the ball game. Broncos with a 10-point lead, 31-21 here in the second quarter. Kissinger with the ball. Bailey gets it across the midcourt stripe. Bailey down the lane. Off-balance shot is up there. It's going to be a no good. Tap to the corner. Grabbed there by Avila. Outside to Ann Bowes. 4-3. Her shot's going to be off of the mark. No good. Rebound again. Bargan grabs it in the corner. Bargan gets it out of Bowes over here on the wing. And Bowes to a Bargan. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's a Bowes with the ball. Bowes in the free throw line. Her runner is up there. It's going to be off of the mark. No good. Macy Bryant with a rebound. She goes back. Her shot is good. She's fouled in the play. Macy Bryant gets the offensive board and the field goal. She's fouled in the play here by Jada Turner. Broncos 4 shots to the hole that time. They finally got one to go down with the offensive board and the foul there by Macy Bryant. Here comes some fresh bodies into the ball game now for Hastings at the 5:54 mark. Hastings out to a 12-point lead here in this ball game, 33-21. Macy Bryant to the free throw line. Shot is up there, and the shot bounces off of the left side. No good. Rebound comes down here to A&M. Hastings with the 33-21 lead. Broncos dropping back in their man-to-man defense. Winner moves on. The loser finished for the season here. A&M working with the ball out here in 3-point territory. Here's a Lewis with the ball. Dribbles inside. Her pass across the lane is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Jocelyn Miller. Turnover number 9 in the ball game for A&M. Down on the baseline, here's a Monerick driving. She stops. Comes out here to Yates. McKenna Yates maneuvering at the free throw line. Now to Bryant. Drives the ball to the rack. And she's knocked down into play. She goes up with a shot. And a foul is going to be called here on A&M. Foul here going to Texas A&M San Antonio. Victoria Adrian picking up the foul. That's going to be her first. And going to the line will be Bryant. Bryant is 73% foul shooter on the season, 38 out of 52. And her shot is up there. It's going to be good. She's now 1 of 2 from the line. And Hastings out to a 13-point lead here in the first half. The biggest lead of the ball game now. Bryant's next shot is up there. She hits that one. Broncos 35 and A&M 21. 5:16 to play here in the second quarter. Hastings pressuring back here. A&M takes it down the far sideline in front of the scorers table. Into the offensive end, driving the ball all the way to the basket, shooting and scoring there. It's going to be Haley Brandon. Brandon had 20 points in the ball game yesterday. In their ball game against Corbin, she took that one right to the hole and scores her first field goal of the ball game. 35-23. Hastings with a lead. There's a shot taken there by Yates, no good. Rebound, Gentry Marks keeps it alive here for the Broncos. Another offensive board. There's a Miller with the ball. Jocelyn Miller drives between a couple of defenders, goes one to the basket. Their shot off the backboard is no good. Rebound comes down here to Caraco for A&M. Lob pass goes to the paint here. Stovall. Shot is up there and in. Zadina Stovall scoring there in the paint for A&M. And the score now 35-25. Hastings with the lead. There's a Miller underneath the hole. Her shot good. Jocelyn Miller scores. She has got 10 points here in the first half. Hastings back out to a 12-point lead. Adrian with the ball. Gets it over here to Lewis, and she's going to be fouled in the play. She drives the ball to the basket here for A&M. Foul's going to go on Addison Monerick of Hastings.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others, but
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together, and we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
People all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Let's get back to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, Hastings out on top of this ball game, 37-25. Shot from the free throw line by Lewis is going to be up there at end. Anaya Lewis, 3 for 3 from the line yesterday, 75% foul shooter on the season, 37-26. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. Back to a 10-point lead for the Broncos. Miller with the ball here in backcourt to Yates. Yates double team. There's a pass across the midcourt. Stripe is going to be tipped away from Bose. Turnover on Hastings. That's their 6th of the ball game. There's Brandon for a 3. Her shot is up there and no good. Sanderlin with a rebound. Sanderlin back outside the arc. Another three-pointer. That one is good by Lewis. Anaya Lewis hits her second three-pointer of the ball game. There's a pass down the floor. Jeffrey Marks. Now down in the deep right corner. Shot Benaric off of the mark. No good. Rebound. Miller. Her shot is up and in. Jocelyn Miller got the offensive board in the putback. She's killing the Jags here. He's got the 12 points in the ball game, and then A&M throws the ball away. A&M throwing the ball away, taking it down the floor. 10 turnovers now at A&M. Jocelyn Miller, 12 points here in the first half for Hastings. She had only 3 in the entire game yesterday. Hastings on to a 9-point lead, 39-30. Here's a Yates to the ball. Yates down in the corner. Macy Bryant fakes the 3, comes back out to Yates, dribbling inside the arc. Yates cross-court pass goes over there. That's Kissinger driving the ball in the paint. Now to a Yates. Down in the corner. Entry pass there to Avila. Maneuvers. Puts it up there left-handed. Shot no good. And she is fouled in the play. So Mariah Avila among tall timber there is fouled in the play. It's going to go on Evelyn Lorenzo. That's going to be her first foul. Avila will go to the free throw line. Avila's got 5 points in the ball game. He hits their third free throw here. That makes the score 40-30. Hastings was one of 3 teams yesterday to break the century mark in the opening round. Hastings scoring 104 yesterday in the ball game against Friends. 41-30. Hastings out to an 11-point lead here early. Sanderlin outreaches the defense down the right sideline, brings it into the offensive end here. There's Evelyn Lorenzo with the ball now for A&M. Lorenzo dribbling right to left across the top of the key. Reverses the ball, goes to Lewis. Lewis out here in 3-point territory. Picked up by Miller, and then Lewis throws the ball out of bounds. Goes into the nickel seats. Cross row here on the near side. Turnover number 11 in the ball game for A&M. Hastings has got the ball in the 11-point lead. 41-30. Here's a Miller. Down to a Kissinger inside the free throw circle. Bailey with the ball, gives it away now to Jocelyn Miller. Miller's got the hot hand, get it in her hands here. Here's McKenna Yates. Yates out here in three-point territory now to Macy Bryant. Fakes the three, dribbles inside, takes it to the rack. Her shot no good. Rebound Kissinger, follow shot good. Bailey Kissinger gets the offensive board and the putback. That's her first field goal. Hastings back out to a 13-point lead, 43-30. There's a pass down the near sideline to Lewis. Long pass down the floor to Stovall. It's not good. Zadia Stovall scores. You break the press and you usually have a player all alone, and that's what happened there. And Stovall gets the easy field goal, 43-32. Kissinger down the lane. Left-handed layup is up there, no good. Rebound Stovall for A&M. Stovall to Evelyn Lorenzo. Lorenzo, left-handed dribble into the offensive zone here. Picked up by Avila. Lorenzo gives the ball away to a Sanderlin. Kira Sanderlin. He's going to drive it against Avila. Goes up backside here, and the shot is no good by Stovall. Misses the easy one. Nobody was around defensively. Here comes Avila back the other way. Avila down to Yates. Sets and fires for three. Her shot no good. Rebound Miller. Follow shot good. Jocelyn Miller's got 14 in the ball game here for Hastings College. And the Broncos again lead by 13 points, 45-32. Now we got a foul called here in backcourt. It's going to go on Bailey. That's going to be the second foul on Kissinger. Team foul number 4 on the Broncos. I'm sure Jocelyn Miller and her rebounding was not on the scouting report for Texas A&M San Antonio. There's a shot from the deep left corner. Her shot is up and in. Adaya Lewis hitting her third three-pointer here in the ball game. She's got 11, 45-35. There's Avila going to a Macy Bryant. Back outside to Yates. To Avila now. Dribbles down the lane. Her shot is up there and in. Mariah Avila scoring for Hastings. She's got 9 in the ball game. 47-35. 40 seconds to play here in the second quarter. That's a Sanderlin. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Rebound Bryant. Bryant now to Yates down the far sideline. McKenna Yates pulls up in the wing. Gives the ball away. That's going to be Kissinger with the ball. Bailey bounce pass now to Yates, getting some instructions from the bench here for the Broncos with 18 seconds to go in the second quarter. Hastings has got a 12-point lead, 47-35. McKenna Yates with the ball. Yates takes it to the left side. Yates now throws up a three. Her shot good. McKenna Yates hits a three-pointer. 50-35. Hastings with the lead. There's a shot from long range, no good, and that's the end on the first half of play.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated, and sometimes we did better at that than others. But
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family, and so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close, we have each other, we get to raise our kids together, and we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Highland Dairy is more than milk. We're more than ice cream and more than yogurt. More than just dairy. We're the communities we serve. We're our employees. We're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious. Our employees, we're sustainers of the environment and regulators of food safety. Our values are clear because they have to be. Without them, we can't bring you the dairy products you deserve. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your home for healthcare since 1963.
All right, back here at the Garvey Center in Wichita, halftime. Hastings with a lead over Texas A&M San Antonio. The score 50-35. Hastings has led this baby from the opening tap. We scored the first 4 points of the ball game. Have never trailed so far here in the first half, building a 15-point lead at the break, 50-35. Hastings hitting 43% from the field here in the first half. The Broncos are 19 out of 44. Hastings hitting 6 out of 15 from three-point range, 40%. And we are 6 out of 8 from the free throw line, 75%. Texas A&M San Antonio hitting 32% from the field. They are 12 out of 37, 5 out of 10 on three-pointers for 50%. They are 6 out of 6 from the free throw line. Hastings out-rebounding Texas A&M San Antonio, 29-24. Broncos have 12 offensive rebounds, 17 on defense. A&M with 8 offensive boards and 16 on defense. Leading rebounder for Hastings here in the first half has been Mariah Vila. She's got 7. And the leading rebounder for A&M is Jada Turner. She has got 5. Hastings has got 10 assists. They've got 6 turnovers, 1 block shot, and 6 steals. A&M has got 9 assists, 11 turnovers, 2 block shots, and 4 steals. Again, the score at halftime, Hastings is out on top of Texas A&M San Antonio. The score is 50-35. Jocelyn Miller leading the Broncos in scoring so far. Miller has got 14 points in the basketball game. She's come up with a couple of offensive boards in the game today. And has got 14 points on 7 field goals. Mariah Vila has got 9 points. Avila's got a 3 and a 2. And she is 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. Macy Bryant has got 7 points. She's got a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. And she is 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. McKenna Yates with a couple of 3-pointers and 6 points. Ann Bowes has got 5 on a 3 and a 2. Gentry Marks has got a 3 and a 2. She's got 5 points in the game. And the other 2 points came from Bailey Kissinger on a field goal. For Texas A&M San Antonio, they're being led so far by Anaya Lewis. She has got 11 points in the game. Lewis has got 3 3-pointers, and she is 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Kiara Sanderlin off of the bench to score 6. She's got a couple of field goals, and she is 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Zadia Stovall has got a couple of field goals and 4 points. Jada Turner has got a field goal, and she is 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. She has got 4. Tamaya Whiteman has hit a 3-pointer for 3. Emily Caranco has hit a 3-pointer for 3. Haley Brandon has hit a field goal for 2 points. But again, the Broncos have led the entire first half, and Hastings has a 15-point lead here in this one. 50-35. Winner of this ball game moves on to play at the final round site. That'll be at the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City. They will play next Thursday, 8 o'clock starting time in Sioux City against the winner of the game going on today in Fort Wayne, Indiana, between St. Francis of Indiana and the College of Idaho. Again, 50-35 is our score at halftime. Hastings has got the lead. We'll have more after this. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bronco basketball on Extreme Sports.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
Back at halftime, we get the Hastings College women with a lead over Texas A&M San Antonio. The score is 50-35. There's two other teams that won opening round games yesterday from the Great Plains Athletic Conference. They will have games later on today, beginning at 3 o'clock. Dakota Wesleyan will play the College of the Ozarks up at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. Dakota Wesleyan winning yesterday over St. Francis of Illinois, 83-55. Dordt has a 3 o'clock game today in Sioux Center. The Defenders will play Rocky Mountain today. Dordt, they scored 120 points yesterday against Simpson of California, winning 120-47. Of course, Hastings with a halftime lead here over Texas A&M San Antonio, 50-35. The other three teams from the Great Plains Athletic Conference that made the national tournament came up short yesterday in the opening round. Briar Cliff lost to the College of Idaho 71-63. Northwestern lost to Texas Southern 82-79. And Bethel of Kansas beat Concordia yesterday 78-76. Men's action in the national tournament. Northwestern still alive. The Red Raiders beat Taylor of Indiana 100-63 yesterday. Northwestern will play the College of Idaho at 7 tonight in Orange City. The other men's team that made the national tournament was our regular season champion Morningside Mustangs. Morningside lost to Texas Wesleyan yesterday by the score of 83-71. Been a big day for sports activity. We've got the Boys State High School basketball tournament going on in Lincoln. Two champions have been crowned so far. Class D2, Archangels Catholic beat Elgin Public, Elgin Pope John 50-30 to claim the championship. Ashland Greenwood, they repeat in Class C1. Ashland Greenwood winners over Douglas County West today, 42-39. The Class A game is going on now. Lincoln Southwest playing Papillion La Vista South in the championship game. Lincoln Southwest knocking off Omaha Westside yesterday in the semifinals, 66-63, in one of the bigger upsets from the Boys State Tournament this year. So Southwest is playing Papillion La Vista South in the Class A championship game. The other games, the Class B game, will feature Elkhorn North against Scotts Bluff. The Class C2 championship game will have Norfolk Catholic against Bergen. That'll be at 4:15 this afternoon. And then the 8:15 game tonight will be the Class D1 championship game between Howells Dodge and McCool Junction. We've got baseball going on as well out at Duncan Field. Hastings College opening up the Great Plains Athletic Conference season with the Briar Cliff playing 4 games this weekend. Split 2 games yesterday. Briar Cliff thumped us in game number 1 today, winning by the score of 18-0 over Hastings College. The second game is underway. We've got Hastings College baseball today over on Extreme Sports 2 from Duncan Field with Marcus Metcalf. So baseball on Extreme Sports 2 today with Briar Cliff. We've got basketball here on Extreme Sports, and we've got the second half coming up. The Hastings College women out on top of Texas A&M San Antonio at the break. Broncos 50 and the Jags 35. You're listening to Hastings College basketball on Extreme Sports.
The Halftime Show has been brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for healthcare since 1963. Stay tuned. The second half is coming up on your exclusive home for Bronco Sports, Extreme Sports.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house!
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Benst in the world.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
Spring is finally here and it's blooming at Bob Sass Flowers. Shop our spring items featuring fresh tulips, beautiful mixed bouquets, and vibrant spring arrangements. Plus, spring home decor, silk stems to style your own space, and spring scented candles to make your home feel brand new. Refresh your space, surprise someone special, and celebrate the season of spring. We will also be having our spring sale March 16th through the 21st. We will have store-wide savings. Stop by Bob Sass Flowers, located at 2618 West 2nd Street in Hastings, where spring is in full bloom, serving Hastings and the surrounding areas since 1955.
For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services one clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602. Stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
All right, back here at the Garbage Center as third quarter is underway, and immediately Yates has the basketball taken away. Driving the ball to the hole there. A shot by Lorenzo is going to be no good. Hastings with a rebound. Here comes Avila back the other way. Avila in the lane. Her shot's up there and in. Mariah Avila scores after the Broncos they give away the ball on their opening possession. We come back and score easily. Hastings 52-35 now over Texas A&M. San Antonio. A shot in the lane. Jada Turner banks one home. Second field goal of the ball game for Turner. She's now got 6 in the ball game. Kissinger with the ball here in backcourt being pressured. Goes over to Yates. Gets it across the midcourt stripe to Miller. Miller now to Bryant. Now to Kissinger. Double team in the baseline. Bailey comes out here to Yates for 3. Shot is up there. It's going to be off of the mark. No good. Ball tapped around the baseline. Picked up here by the Jags. Whiteman has got the ball for Texas A&M. He started the ball game and then didn't play a whole lot in the first half. There's A&M with the ball. Lorenzo has got the ball. Now to Jada Turner. Her shot up there circles the rim. Falls off. No good. Got a foul called on the rebound. It's going to go on Haley Brandon. That's going to be her first foul. First foul on Brandon. Team foul number 1 on to San Antonio. Hastings with the ball. They've got the lead 52-37. There's a Miller down in the corner to Avila. Tries the baseline. Goes over to Yates on the right side. Her shot there and in. McKenna Yates hits one. The Broncos going to warm up. Now they've got 8 here in the ball game. Hastings 54-37. McKenna Yates with 8 points in the ball game. Here comes a Jada Turner back to the other end. Her shot is up there and in. Jada Turner scores. She's got 8 in the contest. 54-39. Hastings with the lead. Yates with the ball on the dribble here in backcourt. Gets it to a Kissinger. Bailey drives it down the lane. Down to Basie in the corner for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Rebound Lewis. Lewis on the dribble now for Texas A&M. End of the fourth quarter now, down on the baseline. That's a Brandon. Her shot is up there, no good. Haley Brandon grabs the rebound. Back outside, a long-range 3 is up there by Lorenzo, no good. Yates with a rebound for Hastings. McKenna Yates drives it all the way to the basket, puts it up there right-handed and scores. McKenna Yates with 10. Hastings with a 56-39 lead now here in the third quarter. Haley Brandon with the ball. Brandon gets it away to Evelyn Lorenzo. Lorenzo down the right side of the lane. Her shot is up there, no good. Rebound Yates for Hastings. Down to Avila. Avila hustles back the other way, drives it down the lane. Her runner is up there. It's going to be no good. Jada Turner had the rebound. Ball knocked loose, and a foul is going to be called here on the Broncos. Bryant picks up the foul. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 1 on the Broncos here in the third. 7:23 to play here in the third quarter. Hastings out on top of Texas A&M San Antonio. 56-39, playing this team for the first time ever. Here comes the Jags back in their offensive zone. That's going to be Kiara Sanderlin, who's into the ball game now. Sanderlin dribbling with the ball to Jada Turner in the lane. Kicks her back out here. Right side to Lorenzo. Now to Turner. Her shot from 10 is good. Jada Turner scoring. She's got 10 in the ball game. Had 8 yesterday in the ball game against Corbin of Oregon. Hastings with the lead. Broncos have the ball. Yates cross-court pass comes here to Avila. Now to Jocelyn Miller. Miller has got it. Out here to Ann Bowes is into the ball game. To Yates for 3. Shot good. Right down through the hole. McKenna Yates. He got 13. He got 7 already here in the third quarter. Hastings leading 59-41. Now we got a foul called here in backcourt. Foul going to go on Miller. Miller picks up her first.
Personal foul on the Broncos, number 14, Jocelyn Miller. Her first.
Team foul number 2 in the Broncos, non-shooting situation, so A&M will inbound the ball in front of the Bronco bench. There's a Lorenzo with the ball here in the backcourt. Lorenzo gets away, winds between a couple of defenders. Dribbles it down the right side of the lane, all the way to the baseline. Lorenzo still on the dribble. Down to Amaya Lewis. Lewis takes her down in the baseline, throws her down in the corner. Back outside, it's going to be through the fingertips into the backcourt. And it's going to be an over and back violation on Texas A&M San Antonio. Turnover number 12 in the ball game now for the Jags. Hastings will inbound the ball. Baseline right side underneath their own hole. Here's Avila with the ball. Avila down to a McKenna Yates. Man-to-man defense here for Texas A&M San Antonio. Here's the pass that's going to be deflected, and it's a save here. Nice save by Avila right in front of us. Down to Ann Bowes, 3 seconds on the shot clock. She dribbles the ball down the lane, and she's fouled in a play. I was looking to make my first play on the ball here, but the ball was saved here by the Broncos, and then Ann Bowes dribbles the ball down the lane at the end of the shot clock, and she was hammered on the play there by Haley Brandon. Brandon picks up her second personal foul. Bowes at the free throw line. Her shot good. Bowes now with 6 points in the ball game today. It's her first free throw of the day. She was 2 out of 2 from the stripe yesterday. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. Hastings has a 20-point lead now. 61-41 here in this ball game. Texas A&M San Antonio has got the ball. There's a shot from the free throw line. No good by Lewis. Offensive board here for the Jags. They'll try it again. Broncos in the man-to-man. Lewis out on top. Swings it right side. Adrian now back inside to Jada Turner. Shot left-handed. Good. Jada Turner, she's got 12 in the ball game. 61-43. Hastings with the lead. There's Avila with the ball. Her pass out on top is going to be intercepted. Turnover number 8 in the ball game. Here's a Brandon driving the ball down the lane. She's going to be fouled in the play here by Miller.
Number 14, Jocelyn Miller.
Jocelyn Miller picks up the personal foul. That's going to be her second. Team foul number 3 on the Broncos. Miller comes out. Here comes Addison Benerick into the ball game. Benerick didn't score in the first half yesterday and scored 19 in the second half. She didn't score in the first half here today. Let's see what she can do in half number 2. Haley Brandon in the free throw line. Her shot is up there and in. She was in the line a lot yesterday. Hit 8 out of 10 from the stripe. She hits her second one here. She's now 2 out of 2 from the free throw line here in this ball game. Broncos now with a 61-45 lead over Texas A&M San Antonio in the second round of the NAIA National Tournament. There's a pass down the far sideline, chipped out of bounds. Tipped into the Bronco bench by Jada Turner. Hastings will inbound. That's going to be Mariah Avila inbounding the ball for the Broncos. Gets it in here to Yates. 23 on the shot clock. Plenty of time to work. They feed it inside to Marks, and her shot is up and in. Jeffrey Marks gets the field goal. She's got 7 in the ball game, and the Broncos lead by 18. 63-45, third quarter. Under 5 minutes to go. There's a Jada Turner. Her shot is up there and in. Jada Turner's got 14. 63-47. Hastings with the lead. McKenna Yates bringing the ball up, dribbles behind her back, gets it out here to Mariah Avila into the paint, spins, throws up an off-balance shot. She falls down, traveling violation. Avila is in with the traveling violation. Kissinger comes into the ball game. Yates checks out, and now we got a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor with 4:31 to play in the third quarter. All Hastings today. Broncos 63. Texas A&M San Antonio 47. You're listening to the NAIA National Tournament on Extreme Sports.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye's Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Mike Will back here at the Garvey Center. Hastings with a lead here. Texas A&M San Antonio inbounding the ball again, working against the Bronco pressure back here, and it's going to be lost out of bounds down here on the baseline by Haley Brandon, and Hastings will play things in. Turnover number 13 in the ball game now for the Jags. Hastings will play things in. The Broncos have a 63-47 lead over Texas A&M San Antonio. There's a Bose to the ball. She dribbles it down the lane. Her left-handed layup good, and Bose now with 9 in the ball game. The Broncos again with an 18-point lead. San Antonio taking it down the far sideline now. Gets it out here to Sanderlin. Sanderlin dribbles it into the paint, spins, puts up a shot, and scores. Kara Sanderlin gets the field goal. She's now got 8 points in the ball game, 65-49. Hastings with the lead. There's Bailey Kissinger on the high post. Gentry Marks has got it. Marks goes over to Bose from the sideline. Different area code and a three-pointer counted. And Bose hits a three-pointer. He's got 12 in the ball game. Hastings now leading by 19. Sanderlin in the lane. Shots partially deflected. But Eric grabs the ball. She falls down. And let's see. Down here in the baseline, we've got a jump ball called. Hastings wanted the timeout. They didn't give it to us. And we got a jump ball called. And the possession arrow is pointing in favor of Texas A&M. So the Jags will inbound. Baseline right side underneath their own basket. Sanderlin will play things in. Out here to Stovall, who's back into the ball game now. There's Sanderlin. Sanderlin down the lane. Her shot over Miller is going to be no good. The ball tapped out. We got a foul called. It's going to go on Zadina Stovall, I think, going over the back of Jocelyn Miller. That's going to be the case. Stovall picks up the personal foul. That's going to be her first. That's going to be team foul number 3 on the Jags here in quarter number 3. Hastings will play things in. Miller with the ball. Now to Ann Bowes, winding her way up the floor. The ball poked away from Bowes. There's a steal. And then the ball is going to be deflected again and picked up by Miller. Miller's got it for Hastings. Now to Bailey Kissinger in the forecourt. Hastings with a 19-point lead, 63-49. Kissinger out here to Bryant for 3. Shot good. Macy Bryant bangs home a three-pointer. He got 10 points in the ball game. Hastings now leading 71-49, their biggest lead of the ball game. Long pass down the floor to Stovall. Works against Bryant. Wheels. Her shot's going to be rejected by Bryant. Ball is recovered here by Kissinger. Kissinger has it poked away. Picked up by Macy. Now to Ann Bowes down the lane. Nice pass there to Monerick. Her shot good. Monerick gets the field goal. Texas A&M San Antonio wants to call a timeout.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Yeah, we got Hastings College baseball over on Extreme Sports 2 today. The Broncos taking on Briarcliff. We've got basketball here. Here's the inbounds pass. Going to be intercepted by Bowes, and her shot good. They tried to inbound the ball, and Ann Bowes was right there. And she got the interception, and she scores easily. That puts Hastings out on top now, 75-49. Now Bowes commits the personal foul, trying to pull off the same feet down here on the baseline. Picks up the personal foul. Again, Texas A&M having problems inbounding the ball. They finally get it in there. That's Sanderlin down here in the baseline, and she steps out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers here on Texas A&M San Antonio, just trying to inbound the ball. So they get the 2 turnovers and a foul on Ann Bowes. And Hastings has got the ball back here. Here's a Macy Bryant inside the free throw circle. Down here to Kissinger. Her shot no good, but she's fouling the play. That's a Kiera Sanderlin picking up the personal foul. That's going to be her second. Kissinger goes to the free throw line.
Number 10, Kissinger shooting 2.
Bailey Kissinger, 2 points in the ball game so far. Shot is up there good. Kissinger had 17 in the ball game yesterday. Monerick led the way with 19. Bailey had 17. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. Raya Avila 12 points in the ball game yesterday. Macy Bryant had 16. McKenna Yates had 11. Hastings is up and rolling now at 77-49 over a team that beat the third-seeded team yesterday. There's the inbounds pass intercepted by Miller. She gets to the Bowes, and her shot is up and in. Right now, the Jags is having a tough time inbounding the basketball. They finally get it in here to Sanderlin. Sanderlin dribbles the ball, and they finally get it into their offensive zone here after the Broncos have taken a 30-point lead in this one, 79-49. There's a drive down the lane by Sanderlin. The shot's going to be blocked down by Bryant. Down to Ann Bowes in the forecourt. To Macy Bryant out here in three-point territory. Bryant trying to get the ball away. She does to Kissinger. Down Monerick for 3. Shots off with the front iron. No good. Battle for. It's brought down here by Texas A&M. Far sideline. Lorenzo has got the ball. Lorenzo spins. Drives into the hole against Bryant. Her shot no good. And Macy is going to be hit with a personal foul. Macy Bryant gets hit with a foul. That's going to be her second. 1:35 to play. Here comes the fresh line change now for the Broncos. Tell you what, this is the depth that Hastings has on the team. We've talked about it a lot throughout the season. You get into mid-March in some of these big championship games, our depth really keeps the lineup fresh, and that's paying dividends, as we saw yesterday in the ball game against Friends when we rolled to the 104-75 win. Friends are just tired of facing this constant pressure back here. Free throw is good by Lorenzo. Here comes the next one. It's going to be up there. It's going to be off of the mark. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Hastings. So the Broncos leading 79-50. Here's a Bargain with the ball to Avila. Bargain gets the ball back here at the elbow. Her shot is up there good. Caitlin Bargain, she scores 81-50. Here's Marks tipping the ball out of bounds. The Jags have no answer all of a sudden and trying to get the ball set up in their offensive zone. Coming into the ball game now is going to be Victoria Adrian as she comes into the ball game now. San Antonio will inbound the ball here on the near sideline. They get it into their offensive end, take it down to the baseline. The ball's going to be taken away. A turnover, number 14 in the ball game now for San Antonio. There's Avila down the right side of the lane. Her shot is up and in. Mariah Avila now with 13 in the ball game. There's a pass to the midcourt stripe. Lorenzo gets it to Jada Turner underneath the hole. Turner loses the ball. It's picked up here by Avila. 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Here's Yates for three. Her shot's off of the mark. No good. Ball is going to be picked up here by San Antonio. Whiteman with a rebound. Whiteman's going to bring the ball up now for San Antonio. Into the forecourt. They get it to Emily Lorenzo. Lorenzo works against Yates. Moves it on the right wing and the dribble. Reverses the ball. Gets it out here in the three-point territory. Driving the ball is Adriano down the right side of the lane. Their shot's going to be rejected and it's going to be out of bounds. They're going to give the ball to Hastings. Broncos will inbound the ball with 17 to play here in the third quarter. Long pass by Yates. They get it here to Heapy. Her driving shot is good. Stella Heapy gets her first field goal of the ball game. Hastings with a 35-point lead in this one. 85-50. There's the ball. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Nothing but smiles again on the Bronco bench just across the way from us. A rugged third quarter here defensively for Hastings, putting a lot of pressure on the Jags. There's a shot from midcourt, no good. That's the end of three. Broncos are 10 minutes away from advancing to the final site up in the Sioux City next week. Hastings leading Texas A&M San Antonio by 35 points after three quarters. Hastings 85, Texas A&M 50. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Brandon is super pumped about Runza.
Runza is so sweet.
Especially all their desserts.
Oh, those are the sweetest.
Chocolate, vanilla, and twist ice cream cones.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC. For helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
We're back here to begin the fourth quarter, and the shot's up and in by Gentry Marks. Marks gets the Broncos going here in the fourth. Hastings outscored Texas A&M in the third quarter, 35-15. Broncos put up 35 points offensively in that third quarter alone. Hastings now leading 50 here in the second round of the NAIA National Tournament. Lorenzo down the lane, her shot good. Evelyn Lorenzo throws one up there, goes down through the holes. Lorenzo takes a tumble underneath the board. Avila's got it down for Hastings outside to Stella Heapy. Heapy down in the corner. That's a Marsh with the ball. Down to Mariah Avila, gets around, drives it down the lane. Her shot off the window is no good. Ball picked up here by Heapy. Heapy puts a move on. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down to A&M. Lorenzo, long pass down the floor to get her down there. That's going to be Lewis with the ball. Lewis throws her out on top to a Brandon. Drives the ball down the left side of the lane. Her shot no good. She's fouled in the play. Hastings through 3 quarters. Now hitting 52% from the field. We are 33 out of 63. We've hit 9 3-pointers. A&M 32%. They're 18 out of 55. They've hit 5 3-pointers. Haley Brandon, the free throw line. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Hastings 10 out of 12 on free throws today. Texas A&M, after 3 quarters, they were 9 out of 10. Brandon hits her second free throw here. Makes the score 87-53. Hastings with the lead. Mariah Avila with the ball. Avila into the forecourt. 8:40 to play. Here in the fourth quarter, Avila will run right side of the lane. No good. Gets her own rebound. Gets it down in the corner. Heapy shot good. Stella Heapy scoring there for Hastings. She's got 4 points in the ball game. 89-53. Broncos have got the lead. There's a Lorenzo with the ball underneath the hole. Her shot is up and in. Hastings, the 4th highest scoring team this year in the Great Plains Athletic Conference and the nation. 89.1. Here's Yates. Her shot for 3 is going to be up there. No good. Rebound comes down here to A&M. Bringing the ball back is going to be Brandon. Now to Lewis. Drives it. Her pass is going to be deflected away from Jada Turner. Turner mishandles the ball. It's going to be a turnover on A&M. Yeah, Hastings, the 4th highest scoring team in the nation this year, averaging 89.1 points per ball game. That's where we're sitting at right now. 89 points here in the national tournament game against A&M. It's 89-55. Hastings with the lead. Miller has got the ball. Miller down in the corner. Benaric for 3. Shot is up there. No good. Bryant with a rebound. Too far underneath the hole to go back up. Throws it out here to Benaric. Now to Bose for 3. Shot is up there. Off of the back iron. No good. Rebound brought down here by Stovall for A&M. And a foul to be called in Hastings. Bryant picks up the foul. It's going to be your 3rd. Team foul number 2 on the Broncos here in the fourth quarter. 7:40 to play. Fourth quarter. Hastings leading 89-55 over Texas A&M San Antonio. Here come the Jags back. Lorenzo has got the ball in the lane. Throws it out there on the wing to Sanderlin. He tries to drive the ball inside, runs into Bryant, throws up a shot, no good. Macy grabs the rebound. Bryant gets it away to Kissinger, being pressured here in backcourt by Sanderlin. To Macy Bryant into the forecourt. Macy with the ball. Now to Jocelyn Miller inside. The ball tipped away from Kissinger. Turnover on Hastings. Here come the Jags back down the far sideline. Sanderlin has got the ball. Takes it down in the baseline toward the hoop. Down in the deep right corner. A 3-pointer put up there. No good by Lorenzo. Offensive rebound. Reverse layup by Haley Brandon. No good, but she's hacked in the arm and a foul. That's going to be called here on Hastings. Foul goes on Bryant. That's going to be your 4th. So 4 fouls now on Bryant. Going to the free throw line here is going to be Haley Brandon. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Barely draws iron. Macy looks at the bench to see if she's going to be replaced, and Gina is content here at the 6:56 mark. Macy stays in the ball game. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good by Haley Brandon. 89-56. There's a Kissinger with the ball in backcourt, facing the pressure here from the Jags. Benaric has got it. Benaric now to Bailey Kissinger. Takes it to the free throw line. Back out to Benaric for 3. Shot is up there, no good. Crashing the boards is Lewis. She had the ball. She lost it. Macy's got it. Out here to Miller for 3. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down to Sanderlin. Sanderlin for Texas A&M San Antonio. Back into the forecourt. Sanderlin inside the free throw circle. That's off of the right side. No good. Rebound and Bose for Hastings. Down to Kissinger. Drives into the hole. Her shot is up there. No good. Rebound is loose. Miller grabs the ball for Hastings. Throws her back out on top to Bose. Now to Monerick, a deep three. Shot good. Addison Monerick hitting a three-pointer. She scored 19 in the second half yesterday. She's got 5 in the second half today. 92-56. Hastings has got the lead over Texas A&M San Antonio. They get it in the high post there. That's going to be Stovall. She drives it here against Bryant. Stovall wheels. Her shot is up there. It's going to be a foul called. And the foul is going to go. Foul's going to go on Monerick coming over to help on a double team. That's going to be the second foul of Monerick. Going to the free throw line here is going to be Zadia Stovall. Stovall, a 70% foul shooter in the season. She's got 4 points so far today. Did not get to the free throw line yesterday. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Hastings can hang on. We'll go home, do the laundry, and pack our bags again. We'll head for Sioux City next Thursday for an 8 o'clock p.m. game. Shot is up there. It's going to be good. Stovall hits 1 out of 2. It's now a 92-57 ball game. We're down to 5:38 to play here in the fourth quarter from the Garvey Center in Wichita. There's a Kissinger finding his seam in the defense. Drives into the hole. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down to Stovall. Here come the Jags back the other way. Lorenzo has got the ball. Moves her down in the baseline on the dribble. Lorenzo out here to Adrian. Adrian now drives into the free throw line. Throws her down in the corner. Her shot is up and in. Kara Sanderlin hits the three-pointer. She's got 11 in the ball game. 92-60 is the score. Here's a Miller with the ball. Gets it ahead now to Monerick. Now to Bryant. Her shot is up there. Rolls off no good. Rebound Kissinger. Kissinger underneath the hole. She's hammering the play. Bailey got the offensive board after the miss short.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
There are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
All right, so Bailey Kissinger to the free throw line. Her shot is up there. Is going to be no good. Bailey now 2 out of 4 from the line today. She's got 4 points in the ball game after scoring 17 yesterday. Next shot is up there. It's going to be good. Hastings now leading 93-60. Women's college basketball action here this afternoon on Extreme Sports. Second round of the NAIA National Tournament here in Wichita. Jags with the ball. Sanderlin out on top here at the top of the key. He's going to drive it here against Yates. Spins in the lane, puts up a shot and scores. Kara Sanderlin scores. She's got 13 in the ball game. 93-62. Hastings with the lead. There's Gentry Marks for Hastings. Now to Bargain. To Avila for 3. Shots off of there, no good. Ball tapped around. It's picked up here by Adrian. Victoria Adrian for the Jaguars. Into the forecourt. Sanderlin for 3. Her shot's going to be short. Rebound Bargain for Hastings. Bargain down to Yates. Left-handed dribble. Brings it across the midcourt stripe. There's the trap. Yates gets the ball away. Gets it in the hands of Avila. Underneath the hole here, Stella Heapy. Shot good. Heapy now with 6 in the ball game. 95-62. Hastings looking to break the century mark for the second straight day. Here comes Lorenzo with the ball now for Texas A&M San Antonio. They throw it over here to the near side to Maya Simon, who's into the ball game for the first time. They lose the ball down there in the baseline. It's picked up by Hastings. Here comes Yates with the ball to Gentry Marks. Her shot is up there and in. Gentry Marks, she scores. He's got 11 in the ball game. 97-62. Hastings has got the lead. Here comes San Antonio back with the ball. Adrian has got it. Throws her down in the deep right corner to Simon. Her shot for three is up there. It's going to be no good, but she's going to be fouled in the play here. Caitlin Bargan picks up the foul. That's going to be her first. That's going to send Texas San Antonio to the free throw line for three. Maya Simon is going to go to the line. 83% foul shooter on the season. Broncos going to send in some subs into the ball game now. We're going to see Olivia Malusik come into the ball game now for Hastings. I'm going to check to make sure that was a three-pointer in the deep right corner. So they're going to go over and check the review here to see if we're going to award three free throws or just two. Bronco basketball here this afternoon here on Extreme Sports. Again, the winner of this game will play next Thursday at the final round site. That's going to be up at the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City. It'll be an 8 o'clock starting time next week. Play the winner of the game between St. Francis of Indiana and the College of Idaho. That'll be an 8 o'clock start up in Sioux City. If Hastings hangs on here, we'll make the journey to Sioux City for that one. Olivia Malusik is into the ball game now for the Broncos. Amira Pena also coming into the ball game. Dahlia Durant is going to check in as well, and also Ashley Bauer. That final group of players now in the ball game for the second straight day. So Simon is going to go to the free throw line for three. Her first shot is up there. It's going to be good. Simon did not score yesterday, so limited playing time for Texas A&M San Antonio and their win over Corbin of Oregon. Next shot up there by Simon is going to be good. That makes the score 97-64. Hastings in the lead with 3:19 to play. Simon cool as a cat there. Goes to the free throw line. Hits three free throws just like that. So Hastings back with the ball. There's a Pena now. Her pass is going to be a tip. Will be grabbed here by Bargan. Brings it across the midcourt stripe. Pena has got it. We're down to 3:05 to play, and Bargan throws the ball out of bounds. Trying to connect down in the corner there to a Bauer. Throws it out of bounds. Actually, Bauer into the ball game now. The freshman out of Elm Creek. It's a freshman group. It's seen a lot of playing time here. Issue with Broncos blowing out their opponents a lot of the times. Seeing some minutes here, some valuable minutes on the floor here in the national tournament for this freshman group. Texas A&M has got the ball inside. His shot is up there. That rolls off, and they're no good by Stovall. Rebound Hastings, but they lose the ball. Durant lost it, and it's picked up here. There's a shot taken. It's going to be no good by Brandon. And another offensive board here. Long-range jumper for three. Good. Maya Simon hits a three-pointer, so she hits three free throws and a three-pointer. 97-68. Hastings has got the lead. Bargan with the ball. Bargan down to Bauer. Moves it down in the corner to Malusik. Malusik tries to drive it. She's double-teamed down there. Malusik tries to get rid of it. She loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. Last touch there by Maya Simon, and Hastings will play things in. Here comes Sanderlin back into the ball game now for Texas A&M San Antonio. 97-68. Hastings has got the lead. The Broncos have the ball. Bauer has got it now. Bauer is going to throw the ball to the far side. That's going to be tipped out of bounds by Sanderlin. Hastings again will play things in. Now with the 11 seconds on the shot clock. Amira Pena is going to inbound the ball here for the Broncos. Pena gets it back over in the far side. She's trapped. Gets it down in the corner to Dahlia Durant. Inside to Bauer. Shot no good, and a shot clock violation on Hastings College. Broncos turn her away here. Minute and 56 seconds to play. Hastings out on top of Texas A&M San Antonio. The score 97-68. Hastings grabbed a 4-0 lead in this ball game. They haven't trailed the entire day. There's a Simon with the ball. Simon works it inside to Stovall. Spins, puts up a shot with Durant. Good. Dia Stovall hits the field goal. She's got 7 points in the ball game. 97-70 is the score. Broncos with the ball, and now we got a foul called here. It's going to go on to Sanderlin. That's going to be her third. Team foul number 2 on Texas A&M San Antonio. So if they want to play this foul game, they've got several to waste here before sending Hastings to the free throw line. Malusik as they got the ball. Olivia Malusik goes over to Pena. Pena dribbling with the ball here with a minute and 20 seconds to play. Caitlin Bargan down to Pena. Here's a Durant for 3. Her shot is up there. It's going to be a no good. Bargan with a rebound to Pena. Pena down to Malusik. Down to Durant. She throws up an off-balance shot from the free throw line. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Stovall. Stovall gets it to a Sanderlin. Into the forecourt. Deep in the corner. Simon for 3. Shot no good. Bargan with the rebound. Bargan down the far sideline. Caitlin Bargan stops here at the top of the arc. Gets it away to Myra Pena. Pena over here to Malusik. We're down to 44 seconds to play. Malusik has the ball. Tipped away. Goes down to her knees to grab it. Gets it to Bauer at the free throw line. Down to a Pena in the corner. Pena on the dribble. Brings it up high. And now to a Durant. Steps back. Takes a three-pointer and hits it. Dahlia Durant hits the three-pointer for the Broncos, and Hastings has hit the century mark for the second straight day. Scoring 104 yesterday. We've got 100 on the board today. We lead Texas A&M San Antonio by 30. It's 100-70. Here's a Simon with the ball. Simon throws up a 3. Her shot good. Simon now with 9 in the ball game. 100-73. Hastings has got the lead. Here's a Pena with the ball. Myra Pena, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Put it in the books. Hastings College heading to the final sight as Hastings beats Texas A&M San Antonio today. Final score, Hastings 100. Texas A&M San Antonio 73. Pack our bags. We're heading to Sioux City next Thursday. We will play at 8 o'clock next Thursday against either St. Francis of Indiana or the College of Idaho. That game will be played later on today in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Hastings College wins 2 games here. In Wichita, we beat Friends yesterday 104-75, and we beat Texas A&M San Antonio today. Final score of 100-73. Stick around. The Bronco postgame show is coming up next. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Extreme Sports.
Hastings College Basketball has been brought to you by 5 Points Bank, the better bank. By High Street Insurance Partners, looking out for you. By Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. By Mammoth Sports Construction, do something big. By Mary Lanning Healthcare, your care, our inspiration. By Pepsi, delicious, refreshing Pepsi. And by the Runza Restaurants, homemade, fresh. Hastings College Basketball has also been brought to you in part by Bob Sass Flowers, Family Medical Center, Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, the 2nd Street Slammer, by the Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center, by B&B Cleaning, and by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Stay tuned. The Bronco postgame show is up next on your exclusive home for Bronco sports, Extreme Sports.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services one clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602. Stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
The Bronco postgame show is brought to you by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning, in business since 1984.
All right, back here at the Garvey Center in Wichita, Hastings wins over Texas A&M San Antonio today, winning 100-73. Broncos getting a little hardware today. They're in the process of chopping down the nets here at the Garvey Center, something that hopefully we can do here maybe in another week or so up in Sioux City. But we chopped down the nets after winning the first 2 rounds here in convincing fashion, winning over Friends yesterday and then beating Texas A&M San Antonio today, 173. Final numbers in the ball game today. Hastings hitting 46% from the field, 39 out of 84 today. We were 11 out of 30 from three-point territory, 36%. 11 out of 14 from the free throw line, 78%. Texas A&M San Antonio, 25 out of 69, 36%. 8 out of 17 on three-pointers, 47%. And from the free throw line, 15 out of 19, 78%. Broncos out-rebounding their opposition today, 52-41. Hastings with 20 offensive rebounds, 32 on defense. Texas A&M San Antonio had 13 offensive rebounds, 28 on defense. Leading rebounder for Hastings was Mariah Vila. She had 9. Leading rebounder for A&M was Haley Brandon. She had 6. Broncos with 24 assists today, 13 turnovers, 4 block shots, 12 steals. Texas A&M San Antonio, 14 assists, 21 turnovers, 2 blocked shots, and 9 steals. Hastings wins it. We go all the way today. Took a 4-0 lead in the ball game and never trailed. Hastings putting up periods of 26 points, 24, 35, and 15 to win 173 today. Broncos outscoring San Antonio 35-15 in the third quarter. Scoring for the game, 6 players hit double figures for the Broncos today. And Bose, she had 16 points. Bose had 4 3-pointers in the ball game today for Hastings. So Bose scores 16. We had Jocelyn Miller scored 14 points. Mariah Vila had 13. McKenna Yates had 13 points. Gentry Marks had 11. Macy Bryant scores 10 points. Bailey Kissinger had 7. Caitlin Bargan had 2. Dahlia Durant had 3 points. Stella Heapy had 6. Addison Benerick had 5 points. For Texas A&M San Antonio, they got 14 from Jada Turner today, 13 for Kiara Sanderlin, 11 points for Anaya Lewis. There are other scorers in the ball game today. We had Maya Simon come in late and scored 9 points in about the last 6 minutes of the game. 7 for Zadia Stovall. 7 points for Evelyn Lorenzo. 6 points for Haley Brandon. And 3 for Tamaya Whiteman. So Hastings College wins it here today over Texas A&M San Antonio. Final score of 100-73. So the Broncos are now 24-8 on the season. They will head for Sioux City and play next Thursday night at 8 o'clock against the winner of the game going on today between St. Francis of Indiana and the College of Idaho. That will be an 8 o'clock game next Thursday. And we'll have the contest for you here on Extreme Sports, beginning with a pregame show at about 7:45 next Thursday in Sioux City as we return back to the Tyson Event Center for the first time in seems like a long time. I know we've been there. But Hastings College, of course, in the heyday, making those championship runs back in the early 2000s and claiming the championship. I'll tell you what, this team, if we're hitting on all cylinders, next week this team could make a run up in Sioux City. And we'll see if we're joined by other teams from the Great Plains Athletic Conference. There's 2 that have a chance to join us up there. It's going to be Dakota Wesleyan playing today. In fact, they're underway against the College of the Ozarks, and also Dordt still alive as they are playing today against Rocky Mountain College out of Colorado. So Hastings College wins it. We're going to bring home some hardware today. Going to bring home the nets here from the Garvey Center, and hopefully this is just a little practice for what we got to come next week up in Sioux City. Again, Hastings College of baseball is going on today over on Extreme Sports 2 as the Broncos are taking on the Chargers of Briar Cliff. Again, we'll have Hastings College basketball next week as our season continues on Thursday from the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City. That'll wrap things up from Wichita today from the Garvey Center. I'm Mike Will, wishing you...
point game this year for the Bruins, but that's kind of where I'm looking at things as well. Let's not forget, pregame total 143.5. Live at a certain point in the final few minutes of the opening half with 127 and a hook. It is now 140.5. Purdue trying to turn that momentum away from Mackey Arena on neutral floors now in the month of March. We've got other games live, just over 9.5 minutes remaining in the American semifinal game. USF and Charlotte. The Bulls of South Florida, pregame 15.5-point favorite. They're up 11, 61-50, laying 14.5. Dustin's on the pregame total, 153.5 to the over. I'm on USF's team total, over 84 and a hook.